I'm Weston. I love talking about the Astros, and I'm here to talk about Game 138 of the regular season. The Astros win 5-4 in the 10th, and man, oh man, that was kind of nerve-wracking. Boy, this is just an exciting game, and let me rephrase that. This was an exciting 9th and 10th inning. Before that, happens. So overall, how do you get to that final score, right? That's the big thing. Well, the Astros get on the board first, actually. Third inning, Jose Altuve. For the first time, and I believe they said 134 at-bats, Jose Altuve homers. You guys remember when he was on pace at one point to hit 45 home runs, and then just kind of stopped doing that? Anyway, Altuve's back. He's been good recently. He hit the home run, made it 1-0 off the foul pole, as close to a non-home run as you can get, but it counts 1-0. And then later on in that very same inning, Alex Bregman with an Rbi Double. All this happened with 2 outs. Old Michael Brantley comes trucking around from first. I love watching Michael Brantley in a full sprint because it looks like when you're playing church league softball and like the older dad is trying his very best to run. He's like, no, I swear I'm still athletic. And that's not anything against Michael Brantley. He just doesn't have the best, running face. Instead of looking, mean or intense, he just looks like, oh, I need to actually run here. Again, that's nothing against Michael Brantley. I love the guy. I just think his face when he's running around third is hilarious. And the Astros take the 2-0 lead. Great, we all thought to ourselves. Then in the 5th, J.P. Crawford with a 2 RBI double with, I also believe, 2 outs to make it a 2-2 game. That isn't great. Kyle Seager then in the 6th would homer to make it a 3-2 game. They take their first lead. And then in the 9th, Luis Torres with a RBI single to make it a 4-2 game off of Ryan Presley. And at that point, you kind of go, all right, game's over. Check it up there. It's kind of done. And that's where I thought it was. I mean, I don't think anyone would think it wasn't. It seemed as good as done at that moment in time. But the Astros had other plans. Altuve gets on base in the 9th. So we have a base runner, and then Bregman steps up to the plate, who hasn't homered since June 9th, which has been the hottest of minutes, and Bregman absolutely demolishes one into the Crawford box. It's 384 feet. An absolute rocket by Bregman, and he knew it was gone the second his bat made contact. He looked at that baby fly, and he soaked up every second of it. I miss seeing cocky Bregman home runs, and that was just a joy to see this evening. Absolutely phenomenal. Just, Bregman had a great night tonight. He's a clutch player. It's fantastic to see him back. And raking as good as he was, if not better, than when he went on the IL for that long stint. Then the 9th happens. Stennett comes in. He pitched pretty darn well. Second out of the night was an incredible catch by Kyle Tucker. That was just... His tracking ability is fantastic. Made a perfect line to the ball, a great not really a diving catch, but a great jumping catch to make a clutch play that easily could have made it a 5-4 in their favor and put us behind the 8 ball going into to the bottom half of the 10th. Great play by him. Stanek also had a nice play coming off the mound. He's made 2 outs, putouts from the sky. From the sky. That's how I'm going to say that on the past few days, which is kind of unusual for, pitchers. He makes that play. We head to the bottom half of the 10th. And simply put, Correa said, hey, I'm here too. I do clutch plays. Remember me when I did clutch plays? Like in the playoffs against the Yankees in 2017, or in the playoffs against the Yankees in 2019, or against the Rays last year, which I actually talked about. Or I believe there was a home run this year earlier. That was, the one right before the Altuve Grand Slam walk-off. But the first Jose Altuve Grand Slam walk-off that I have to specify because that's how Altuve's been this year. He hits an RBI double, ground rule double, ends the game. Correa comes up with a massive hit, opposite field too. It was just a really nice way to end the evening. A great game for the Astros. Let me rephrase that. A clutch game for the Astros. Now, you look at this game top to bottom. You look at numbers like runners in scoring position, that batting, and runners left on base. 11 men left on, 2 for 13 with runners in scoring position are not good numbers and really shouldn't win you that many games. Now, I think the term stole a game is sort of overused in sports. It feels like at this point we do it for anything. A team could go in as a slight underdog into a game, and if they win it, it's, oh, they really stole that. We're about to come up on the NFL season. Any team that goes into any game, they're, 2.5 point underdogs, and then they win the game, and it's like, oh, they really stole that one. This is the definition of they stole a game. The Astros had no business winning this game. They did not even really bother to show up until the 9th inning. Going into the Correa at-bat, that was a 1 for 12 with runners in scoring position. They completely stole this game from Seattle. And realistically, they beat Seattle tonight at their own game. Seattle this year has thrived on taking the really close games that are just nail-biters. And the Astros tonight said, hey, we can do that too. It wasn't the most convincing of wins, but I am not going to say anything negative about it. The Astros get a massive one here where, again, they completely stole this game. So we can look at pitching. I thought Jacob Rizzi was pretty okay tonight. 5 innings, gave up a pair of runs, didn't walk anybody. 3 strikeouts, not bad. That's fine. If you can do that as the 5th or 6th pitcher in the rotation, debatably, that's fine. I'd still rather have Christian Javier as the starter, but I'm not going to complain. That's an okay outing. There's nothing criminal about that by any means. Yimi Garcia gave up the home run that made it 3-2. Not crazy about that. Phil Maton continues to just be incredible as an Astro. He got a strikeout tonight. Did give him a walk, though, but it's fine. Didn't allow any runs. Kendall Graveman looked really solid again. Got a strikeout. Great double play. Correa again. Cannon for an arm with the double play machine with him and Altuve. It's magnificent. Presley gave up a pair of hits and the run, so he was a little non-Presley-like, but the Astros clutched up anyway, so it didn't really matter all that much. He still has a phenomenally low 1.93 ERA, so it's no hair off my back. And Ryan Stenick with a nice shutdown 10th inning. Gave him a deep fly out to Tucker, and then the weird line drive knuckling fly out to Myers, but nothing too shabby. Offensively, Altuve had the home run, scored a pair of runs. Brantley had 3 hits, which, it's not shocking. It's time to bring him back. Surprise Pikachu face. I'm not going to be surprised when I see Brantley with multi-hits. Bregman had 3 hits tonight, including 3 RBIs. The Rbi Double, the 2-run shot, he was magnificent. He has just come back like he never left. It's fantastic. Correa had the pair of hits, including the walk-off tonight. Tucker had a pair of hits because he continues to just absolutely... And that's the thing, the Astros really had... Once you got to the 10th, the Astros were almost guaranteed a weird victory because you have players like Correa, Tucker, and McCormick all up to... They're all at bat next. That's such... Or not McCormick, excuse me, Stubbs would have been up next. But Correa and McCormick, those... Correa and Tucker, I swear I can get it. I know who I'm talking about. This is the team I followed all year. That's where the depth comes in, where it's just... the Astros just have... there's good players everywhere you look. There's no escaping it. And that's a perfect example. You're down to the 6th guy in the batting order, and it's still a guy who made the All-Star team. This team is just so stacked when they finally show up, even if it's in crunch time. It's awesome. Great win tonight, man. Pumped up about that. How can you not be? Now the Astros, get another win. They get to 81 now. Pick up a game over the Mariners in the division, which means now we have a 6.5 game lead, which is great. A walk-off, which who doesn't like walk-offs? Exactly, that's everybody that likes that. And, again, this was a game that they should not have won, but situational hitting makes the world go round, folks. That was a pretty fun one. Anyway, tomorrow's game is live on YouTube, which means it's YouTube. On the bright side, I will say this. I am so happy that YouTube doesn't just have a general live chat. At least they have actual sports YouTubers that are not just going to spam trash can emojis and buzz or bee emojis, which, YouTube, if you want an Astros affiliate in there, not that I'm an affiliate with the Astros or anything, but, just slide into my Twitter DMs. They're always open, YouTube. Or MLB, which to each their own. That's at 2:10 Eastern, 1:10 Central. We're going to send Jose Urquidy to the mound. They're going to send Tyler Anderson. Anderson rolls in with a 4.08 ERA. Urquidy rolls in with a 3.42. Urquidy pitched pretty well the last time he pitched, which was the first time in a couple of months, and his re-debut for the season was nothing too bad. It was a pretty good day, so hopefully he can have a repeat of that. Anyway, I'll be here tomorrow afternoon to discuss the game. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day, and as always, go Astros!